here.
Yeah, like first day of spring, y'all are juiced, ready to go.
Are you juiced and ready to go?
Man, I am. I love football. I love football. It's so much fun to be out there doing ball. I mean, it's great off season and pushing guys and conditioning and some of that stuff. But man, I love football. So to get back out there and start going was a lot of fun.
How did you structure it this year with spring break to work around? And
It's always tricky because you basically start. You kind of start at an end point, work backwards, and see how it fits. And we've done it once or twice, splitting it up before. I think the last time we only did 2 practices before spring break. We're going up to 4 this time. I want to see how that goes, and hopefully keep guys a little bit fresher. If anybody gets banged up, there's a little recovery time in there in the middle of spring practice. So, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I always have the right answer or wrong answer on that, or if there is a right or wrong answer on it. You just kind of go with the schedule.
Speaking of getting banged up, how are you going to handle with just 2 quarterbacks there? Kind of a radioactive jerseys, no touch.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you watch this, I mean, every year it rotates. They're not going to be getting near the quarterbacks this spring. So last year, if you guys got to see some of it last spring, they got whacked around a little bit, and no one's touching the quarterbacks this spring. So, we'll get those guys will get their work in.
Speaking of that, Keaton today, what was it like for him to go through his first practice, and what did you see out of him?
Well, I tell you what, for a guy going through his first practice, I thought he did a heck of a job today. I mean, plenty to get rattled about, but I tell you, I mean, he never looked confused. You know, you can see he's trying to. It was happening fast for him, but there's never a look of confusion, in which. I'll be honest with you, most times freshmen quarterbacks on their first couple practice, there's just pure confusion on their face the whole time. And so I thought he did a heck of a job today.
Is there anybody that's limited or maybe not going through springs?
Like Elton is one. Dion is 2. Michael's going today. Alec Murphy got hurt. I don't know what he did. He fell down on last Friday night or something. So he's going to be out for a little while. So he said he came in on Saturday morning, he fell down and hurt his hands. He's going to be out for a little while too. I think that's it. So we're going to let y'all guys out there a little bit. We got to get figured out when we put some pads on or something like that and do I know you guys get all the video info, the first 15, 20 minutes of practice. Or whatever.
Speaking of offensive line, how is as far as the finding a replacement at center for Jamal?
We did. We got Martinez playing a center right now for us. Elton's has gotten some work in there as well. Obviously, being out this spring, he won't get much, but you got Harrison Moon in there. So we got some guys rotating because. One, it's not just finding the replacement. It's finding, Jacques was Johnson's backup last year. You got to find a couple of different guys that can get in there to get it done for us. And, you got to have at least 3 centers. So we're going to have some different guys rotating and getting ready to go.
So like having Brett Elliott back in the fold?
That's fun. I mean, it's, Brett was here for a couple of years. I don't know, quarterbacks, I like guys that, I like a certain way to coach the quarterbacks. And so, there's only a couple guys that know that I don't have to spend tons of time with him. The great thing with him, he knows what my expectations are. He knows what the program is. He knows how I coach the quarterbacks and what I expect of it. So I think that makes the transition very, very easy for having someone like him coming in to come to it.
Last spring you have a quarterback battle, and now you have a guy coming into this spring. How does that change things not only for you coaching, but for Fitzgerald as well?
Well, I think it's just everything's different for Fitz this spring. You know what I mean? If one, not just being competing, I guess he's always competing for a job because Keaton came and wants to play. So he's always going to be competing for the job. But I think just the confidence of having played through a season and what to expect and been in game reps, you just have a different demeanor in your preparation because you know what you're preparing for now. Last year he was trying to compete and win the job, but he didn't even really know what he was preparing himself for. Now you've been through it, you know what you're preparing for.
Does Coach Elliott is he different than he was when he was here as a quality control assistant? Can you see the couple of years of experience he has under his belt now?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, when you're quality control, you're not coaching. But you can see, I mean, being a coordinator for the last 2 years, and a quarterbacks guy, coach, and doing it, he had the knowledge, always has the knowledge, but just the comfort, and it's one of the things, and why I wanted him to leave was to go get away, get that comfort of learning, that experience of running your own room, and fortunately for him, he got to go be a coordinator for 2 years, run the room, run the offense, run the meeting, everything. And you just see that's in his coaching development's helped him.
What was it like facing Grantham for the first time and facing his defense?
I don't look at it that way because you're both installing, you know what I mean, and how we run the program, and as I meet with the staff, both offensively and defensively, we're 0-0 at the end of spring, so I don't get too much into, we'll have a lot of winner losers this spring, but as far as coaching, we're not coaching to win or lose the spring. You're coaching to develop the team, and so there'll be some good and bad on both sides of the ball. I guess we'll find out when we watch the film tonight.
What do you want to see out of Nick this spring?
A guy that's just very confident in what's going on the field, improve his leadership, improve his decision making, getting through reads quicker, just taking checkdowns, not trying to force things, and just an overall better understanding on the field. I always say in the quarterback, an understanding that when I'm looking this way, I already know what's going on over there. I don't need to look out there to know what's going on because I know what we're doing on offense. Boy, I know what they're doing on defense. So I don't even look there. So if I want to come back and get to a third or fourth read in the progression, I already know what happened. 1, 2, 3. I already know what happened 4, and I can get the ball out.
There's so many young guys in the mid stages of their careers, or first-year starters, second-year starters. Can you see the benefits from the bowl camp this past year now as you start spring?
Well, yeah, because the young guys, they transition and get ready to get into that role and play. And we do. We have a young team. Don't have a lot of seniors, but we have some experience and guys that have played a little bit. But I think the guys that haven't played a lot, that bowl certainly helped them transition themselves from, hey, redshirting to I'm going to be in the rotation this year, so I got to be ready to go.
Coach, contract signed. How nice is it to have that out of the way?
That's a nice deal, right? I'm grateful. I mean, as people know, I love being here at Mississippi State, and I think we've built the program. I think the right way from the ground up, and I think having the athletic and the university administration believe in that, and us want to continue going in that same direction. I know we're always striving to be better, striving to win a championship here at Mississippi State, but have everybody on that same page and believing in what we're doing it's great for me, and I'm excited to be here for many years to come.
You mentioned Rankin at center earlier. Does he have a bigger off-field role in this line with the starter going?
Absolutely, because he's a senior. He's the only senior on the offensive line. So he's kind of he's the guy. Those guys got to step up, and one of those things. He was a guy that didn't have to be a leader last year. He and Elton Jenkins and Deion Calhoun, they didn't have to be the leaders. Now they're the veteran guys, so they got to step up and be leaders in that group. Good deal. Thank you.